in a nursery school in Canada was one of the worst days of my life. When I moved to Canada from Japan at the age of 4, I wasn't able to communicate with anybody. The only thing I was capable of doing was to sit on my teacher's lap and let the continuous flow of tears to drip all over my face. Before each class, I would grab onto my mother's skirt as hard as I can in front of the classroom door until my teacher lifted my entire body to pull me away from my mother. Then, I would scream like a hyena and started my hopeless day. After about 3 months of school, I gradually got used to the new environment and culture. I learned to control my tears and started to play with my peers. Watching my teachers read picture books fascinated me so much that I often read books such as Franklin and Winnie the Pooh to my stuffed animals at home. I continued to read books that my parents bought me at book fairs, which probably sped up my English learning process. I was placed to an English as a second language program only in elementary school. Luckily, I was able to learn English really quickly because I was exposed to the language at such a young age. However, as my English improved, my Japanese got worse. I was not able to read or write Japanese, and my mother always attempted to teach me. Being a stubborn kid that I was, I refused, and my mother eventually gave up. After high school graduation, I started to think about my career choices and regretted for not knowing Japanese. I decided to go back to Japan alone and learn the language from the beginning. Although I jumped and pranced about my acceptance to a Japanese university, it was not an easy process. It was like returning back to that 4-year-old self again, except this time, there was no lap for me to cry in. The international students were required to take Japanese classes for about 3 hours, 5 times a week. I practiced writing Japanese characters until my hand got too tired to write a single line more. Grammar was different, pronunciation was different, and culture was different. Not only did I have to learn the language, but also the manners of studying in a Japanese classroom. I spent numerous sleepless nights practicing for my Japanese writing and oral exams. I quickly realized that learning a new language after high school was not the best idea. After 2 years of intensively studying Japanese, I'm now able to speak, read, and write at a business level. Since we live in such a multicultural world today, I now realize the importance of learning a second language to promote social, academic, and career success in one's life.